What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So I've got my new brightbonnet Volt build today. Couldn't really think of a unique name for it, but we're basically using the mushroom ability of Noko to get some crazy buffs on our teammates and ourselves. Additionally, we're using other things to buff us up even more, so this is a pretty in-depth loadout guide today. If you enjoy these types of videos, build videos, all that kind of stuff, make sure you sub to the channel to daily Warframe video uploads. We'll also be live on stream tonight as well, probably with some giveaways and some more upcoming video testing stuff. This stuff is all tested live on stream. Alright, so let's start off with what the build is about, what you can expect from this build. Now, this build is meant to be extremely powerful at camping missions and like basically defense missions. I use it in arbitration. Alright, one of my teammates uses it in arbitration as well, so we'll talk about arbitration opinions on it. It's not the end-all, be-all new arbitration build, but it's pretty good in arbitrations. Yeah, it's more, I'd say it's more for like defense missions like this. You can give your teammates ridiculous shock trooper buffs. You can give your teammates, you know, multiple 100% power strength and speed multiplier, reload, etc., etc. So let's hop into what the mods and all that are on the build and what gear items you'll need to be going for this amount of power. It is a lot of power for sure. One of the things you definitely need is the new mushroom gear, I guess I'd call it. You want to have Noko's helminth called brightbonnet, which gives your teammate energy per pulse and also power strength. But you need to actually farm more of the mushroom content because there's a new Arbucep Archwing gun we also have equipped. Now, why do we have the Arbucep Archwing gun equipped? It's very nice because if you shoot the mushrooms that you throw out, it will double the power of the mushrooms, even for the helminth version. So with our build today, we are at the max cap for helminth version, which is 200% power strength to all your teammates and yourself. If you're playing actual Noko, the cap is 300% power strength. So we're losing 100% power strength compared to if we were playing Noko, but we are getting all the things that Volt can provide. His augment shock trooper, his extremely powerful speed. You can technically even bring out the Volt shield if you wanted to as well. Yeah, it's pretty nice, and it's not like Noko's bad, but this is Noko's helmet. So let's go ahead and show this stuff in the sim here, so we can see how this is going to be going, how you can replicate this. So here we are in the sim. I've got the new mustache equipped on Volt. These will be around for like a month, I'm guessing. We've also got the Arbucep Archwing gun equipped. And as far as the things we want to use and all the builds and stuff like that, let's go ahead and show, let's first off show Volt shards. So we have full power strength shards on Volt. Get the most power possible. And we have the brightbonnet ability from Noko. You must sacrifice an extra Noko to get this ability. As far as what we have on Volt here, this build did change a little bit from yesterday, so keep that in mind. I had Prime Flow on yesterday, but since brightbonnet gives you so much energy, you don't need Prime Flow, because his abilities don't cost so much energy in the first place. So brightbonnet is 77 energy per shroom. You want to have 2 shrooms out for maximum energy restore. We've got the speed, costing 38 energy and lasting for like 18 seconds. Now you might notice, why does it only say 3.8 multiplier? Don't worry, we're going to show where all the big power strength buffs come from in a bit here. We also got shock, which costs 23 energy, giving 373% shock or electric damage currently, but it'll give us a lot more once we buff everything up. So yeah, as far as the build, you want to have a little bit of range. You can actually hit your teammates. Now, you're playing a buffer, basically, support buffer. You want to have a little bit of range. You can actually give your teammates these buffs. So with this, our speed is a 43-meter radius. So when they're moving around really fast, this will make it where it's really easy to hit them. It's not that hard to recast it, so you don't feel free to like take off Augur Reach for like another power strength mob if you want to, like maybe Augur Secrets, I guess. But again, we're at such high power strength right now, you're not going to really see that big of a difference because again, you're getting 200% more power you're not seeing in the build right now from this, more from that, blah 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 blah. So really strong stuff. We got the Shock Trooper Augment mod, gives electric damage to our weapons and our teammates' weapons, and this will make it, like I said, over 1,700% buff with the right setup going. So, great stuff. The rest of the stuff's duration, make the speed last a little bit longer, and also make the bright mods last a little bit longer. Now, that's all well and good, but another important thing you want to have is you want to have the Archwing gun, the Arbucep, from this new update. If you fire this thing at Noko's mushrooms, it doubles the power. So we're going to show that in practice right now. And I haven't shown every little thing.
I'm good.
Let's drop Zenorek too. We're also going to drop a Nidus Spectre, Nidus Warframe Spectre, okay? These are very helpful if you want the maximum power buff. So we throw that down. Now, when Nidus links to us, we get even more power strength. So good stuff that we throw down our mushrooms. They're at 96 right now. So, you know, if we were in a mission, it would be 100%. So fire at the mushrooms. Now I have 176% power strength buff, and of course our energy is like infinite. Like I literally can't cast abilities fast enough. See, like go down to 0 energy, I'm back to full energy in like, 5 seconds. So really good stuff. Now, people have been asking me, if you jump on those mushrooms, does it give you the double power strength? It does not give you the double power strength if you jump on the mushrooms. It only gives you double power strength if you shoot them with Noko's ulti, or if you use Noko's Archwing gun. So we got the Arbucep. Now, the Arbucep is not really built right now for like killing these guys, but I'll just go ahead and show what it does anyway. These guys are simulated level 10,000s. The Arbucep is mainly just there for you to use it as a thing to shoot the shrooms with, so keep that in mind. So it can still kill level 10,000s technically, but yeah, it's more for like, kill a level 200 here and there. Shoot your shroom. That's the main purpose of it. So we throw those down, drop Zenoric, why not? Okay, shoot the shroom, and we're still at 176. So you'll get buffed up more in mission. But yeah, you can get that 200% pretty easily in mission. And remember, it does cap out at 200%, but your shock trooper does not cap out, your speed does not cap out. You can just move really, really fast with this build because you just have an excessive amount of power strength. Now, these power strength buffs are going to feed into your teammates' stuff too. So for our mission, we had a DPS Hildren, we had a Wisp, and I think we had like a Nova. So the Hildren and the Wisp were loving those power strength buffs. The Nova is probably not digging it as much, but still really, really good. Now, we talked about this in a defense mission. As far as the Arbucep build, this is what I got. No Riven here. So you have Merciless and Nervate. You could definitely put on some different stuff if you want to, but yeah, I like this build a decent amount. Now, we talked about defense missions. It's really, really good in defense missions, just because, everyone can move fast, everyone can have a lot. Like that 1,700% electric damage is it's nothing to sneeze at. Very powerful. Let's talk about it in arbitration missions. Specifically, like interception and defense arbitration missions. Is it better than, what's it called? Dispensary Volt. There are pros and cons to Dispensary Volt versus this. I actually got some RB footage from last night for you. So, as far as brightbonnet Volt in arbitration missions, we have one right now in this footage. And it's good. It's very good. You will notice a big power strength increase if you have someone with brightbonnet. And that is a little mini spoiler right there. It might be someone with brightbonnet. So usually I'd run Dispensary Volt or have a teammate run Dispensary Volt. And what Dispensary does, it drops energy orbs, it drops health orbs, and it drops ammo. You might notice I just dropped an ammo pad in the background. Brightbonnet does not buff ammo. So that is kind of a problem a little bit when you're running these missions compared to Dispensary. Now we did try to offset it a bit. We had 2 of the Sahasa Kubraus digging up ammo. We had an Aphentis Wisp, which we always have. And yeah, it was still not enough. So I would say if you do want to use this brightbonnet Volt in Arby's, first off, make sure that your teammate who's using make sure the Wisp player knows what they're doing with the Aphentis. You don't want like a first RB ever Aphentis as the singular Aphentis user. Now you can use the Arbucep and the Aphentis as Volt, but what starts being a problem is that you start running into the issue of the arc gun cooldown. So basically, what you would do if you want to Aphentis and Arbucep as Volt. You would throw down the Aphentis, give your teammates their buffs, throw on the shrooms, and then summon the Arbucep to shoot the shrooms. Again, if you're not shooting the shrooms with the Arbucep, it's half the power strength. It's nowhere near as good. So you need to go back and forth. But the thing is, if you fire one Arbucep shot, then drop the Archwing gun, it goes on cooldown for 15 seconds. So that's a little bit annoying. It's definitely a little bit annoying, especially because when you're playing support in an RB, you kind of just want to be chilling. So yeah, it has pros. Like you can definitely notice the increase to power strength. But you can also notice the decrease to ammo too. So I would say if it ain't broken, don't fix it. If you want to try brightbonnet Volt, make sure that your teammates are well aware that you are not running Dispensary because, again, it is powerful. It's very powerful damage-wise. Like I'm doing over 1,000% Venom Dose right now. I've got my teammates got 1,100% Venom Dose. My third ability on Saren is like ridiculous right now. We're doing good damage. We're doing really good damage. But the problem comes down to the problem comes down to ammo issues. Like I'm running out ammo more often than I'm not, and that's not supposed to happen in RB when you're doing it like really, really well. So because of that, I would say it's not really like the end-all, be-all, new meta helmet ability for these missions. But like I said, we dropped the Proteus Spectre on like wave like 12, I think. Once the Proteus Spectre was down, it felt a little bit better. But up until I had a Nidus Spectre, then I felt pretty terrible. So yeah, if the Proteus Spectre is if you have like one Proteus Spectre, it's good enough, I guess. If you don't have a Proteus Spectre, it is not worth changing your build over, I'd say. Especially because Volt now has to run the Arbucep and not the Aphentis. Some other people in chat were talking about some ideas for like maybe Jade with Brightbonnet could be an idea. Because then you'd have Jade's, what is it, Jade's Deathbringer buff, which gives a big damage buff to weapons. You have her Power of 7 buff that gives even more power strength. And you have Brightbonnet with the Arbucep. That would be a total of 350% power strength. And you can also switch to Deathbringer once you need to. That being said, that idea right there does not let you have Volt's movement speed buff or Shock Trooper for that matter. So yeah, it's not like an end-all be like it's not an end-all be-all new build that you have to run on this. But for defense missions, I do really like it. I think that Brightbonnet Volt is more useful than Noko in these defense missions, because what is Noko really doing for you that's not just, you know, energy buff, viral proc put in the sleep, I guess, from his 1, and then his ulti, his fourth ability ulti is good for killing enemies, but, you know, if you're playing support, you don't need to have a fourth ability killing enemies. So, yeah, I think he's better than Noko with this build, if you do things right. If you want to just play Noko, Noko's great, not like Noko's bad. This is just a good helminth. So, yeah, guys, let me know how you feel about this build and idea of this build in the comments down below. Have you tried it in Arby before, like I did last night? Did you think it was good? Do you think it was bad? I think it was a little bit in between like I did. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys on stream in a little bit here. Take it easy. Bye.